Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Adley LaForce reporting from the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look here at the visitors, they're way down there in the conference standing, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. And, of course, there's the Lions, 2.5 games back. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Boozer, and it's Manning in at the 2, and for the Lions. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. But that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
And so off the tip, it's the Lions. Here is Singletary. Inside, here's Eklund. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Boozer. Just 5 on the clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Here is Singletary. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the shot goes in.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Boozer. Pass to Manning. And it's good for 2.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Now Burke. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Burke. Burke hits them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Manning. There's a good screen. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here is Singletary. Elbow shot. That one goes. Count it.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Screen by Boozer. Here's Seeley. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For the Lions, their last game, a loss to the Wildcats. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Manning. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Lions have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Singletary. This is the fallback J. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Boozer. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here they come. A finish, a big dunk at the end of the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Seeley. He has yet to score. Manning. A three-pointer, no good. To the left wing. Pass to Burke. Beyond the arc. And they recover it. Hits it from three-point range.
Man, that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
It from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. And Boozer gets it to go. Boozer's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to Singletary. Over Manning. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. To the paint. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Over to the left wing. Tries again. That's good on the jump shot. Here's Manning. 5 points in the game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
He takes it in. 6 to shoot. Pass to Seeley. Takes the 3. Burke grabs the miss. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Lions. Here is Singletary. No good with the triple. Outside Boozer. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Cotton, that one's in, his first shot this game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Eckler, and it's blocked. Here's Manning. He's got 8. Down low. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the Lions decide to take their first time out here. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
The Lions have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Pass to Bullard. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Perry. Right wing. And here is Moore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And the rejection by Sanders.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
To the inside. Bell. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Moore outside. Connects from three-point range.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Bullard. Hasn't made one yet. It's Bell on the wing. 1 second left, and he hits the jump shot.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
They've got Livingston, and it's Wall in at the 2-guard spot. Moving impressively throughout at 62%. Hart outside. Here's Blair. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Being 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. It's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Moore. This game out he had 14. Outside, Wall. And Hart has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Livingston.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
Here's Bullard. Covered by Wall. Bullard can't hit. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Moore passes to Hart. And a miss there on the triple. Outside, Walker. Pass to Bullard. From beyond the arc. Here's Sanders, and Sanders throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Take a look at Boozer. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
A great all-star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Here's Manning. He's got 8. Pass to Livingston. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Livingston's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now, here's Burke. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Bullet. Here's Sanders. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Manning. He's got 8. Blair in the corner. Pass to Boozer. Burke grabs the miss. Burke's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Livingston. Burke covering. Here's Seeley. Fires the 3. No good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Boozer passes to Seeley. Here's Manning. Right block shot. Off with the layup.
Well, just inexcusable not to finish that one off, especially since the defense wasn't really a factor there.
Sanders' shot is good.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
A tight game here in Charlotte, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Here's Manning. He's got 8. No good. Shot missing. Pass to Singletary. Here's Bullard. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 6-point Lions lead.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Here's Boozer. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Manning. Pass to Seeley. Clock at 4. Here's Boozer. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Launches a 3, and Cotton pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Manning, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lions.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
The first one falls. That one misses. The Lions have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. This one for 3. They get it back. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. He has 5.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Cotton kicks to Boozer for 3. Pass to Cotton. Outside Boozer. Second chance effort. That's good on the jump shot.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Singletary. Rebound by Seeley. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Boozer dishes to Cotton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now just a 4-point Lions lead. The Lions have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Eklund. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's the reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Manning. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the drive. It's deflected.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Manning's got 12.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here is Singletary. Over Manning. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lions lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the visiting team. That'll do it for our show.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Singletary's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Pass to Manning. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Starting the second half, here's Tomas Isilow's foul. They've got Boozer, and it's Seeley in at the small forward.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Can't hit from the elbow.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Eklund, and he makes good on the layup. 10 points for him.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Boozer. Here's Manning. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and shoots. No good on the shot.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Singletary, the pass to Burke. For the 3. That shot off. Outside Boozer. Pass to Cotton. Here's Manning. Clock at 6. Makes it off the glass. Manning's got 15. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Tries it from 9. And it goes down 2 points. And the Lions lead by 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. It's good. He has 6.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. That shot off the mark.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
The 17-footer. with the second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Now just a 4-point Lions lead.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The three hits the three-point bomb.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From outside the arc, Manning with the bucket. Manning's got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Eklund. It's blocked, and they get it back. Another shot. Poked away. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Morris checked in for Boozer. Pass to Seeley. Here's Manning. Launches it. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Lets it go from deep. Burke can't get it to go. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Seeley passes to Cotton. Here's Moore, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lions.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
That's good for Moore. The Lions making a switch here. Bullard's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Manning. For the lead. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. A steal. Burke with it. Moore's there. Here is Singletary. 8 points for him. Good on the shot. Moore outside. Pass to Cotton. Here's Seeley for the tie. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Bullard. Here's Singletary. A beautiful reverse layup. Singletary's got 10 points in the game.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Moore outside. Here's Manning. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Burke with the ball for the Lions. A 2-point game. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
.110 left to play in the third. Pass to Moore. Clock at 6. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
That's good from Moore. The Lions have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Bullard. Good on the triple. Bullard's got 6 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Moore. 8 points for him. The shot is good. The Lions' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Livingston.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Sanders' shot is good. He's got 11.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Perry. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Blair, the screen. A nice shot by Perry. Perry's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Lions. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Bullard the pass to Bell. And a wide open look for Sanders. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
They've got Hart, and it's Livingston in at center, locking down the middle. Moore in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Lions have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, then on Sunday. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. Sanders' shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Thing has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Swiped away. It's Bell, top of the key. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And it's a 4-point Lions lead.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And he makes the first. On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Lions have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time for an injury report.
Apparently that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
And the free throw, no good. Livingston, the pass to Hart. Here's Livingston. Pass to Moore. To the inside. Here's Blair. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Blair's got his first points of the night.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
No good from Bell. Being inefficient, 53% from the field. Hart the pass to Perry. Moore outside, launches it from deep, knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a tie ball game.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
And the Lions call time here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that the Lions coach was giving to his team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Banked in off the glass. And the Lions lead by 2.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Hart outside. Takes the 13-footer. That shot, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Bell. Out to the wing. Drops in the layup for 2. Now it's a 4-point Lions lead.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Moore outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point land, Bullard pulls it in. The Lions have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Looking to end the run. No good from Moore. The Lions have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. From past the arc, a 3-pointer is right on target.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Timeout called by Coach Iserlohn. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Seeley. There's the screen. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Here is Singletary. Drills the elbow jumper. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Manning. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 13. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Lions have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Going inside, and it's blocked. Here's Seeley. Oh, what a move! Another shot, and he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Oh, softly lays it in.
Well, that's the advantage of playing with pace. You have more open floor to work with.
1:46 left in the fourth. Hustles for the rebounding, bites it back in.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
Here's Manning. It's deflected. Here is Singletary. Here he goes, and that one drops.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Fourth personal foul, third team foul.
It's the first, and that brings them within 8. Good on both. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Fourth team foul.
And that one misses. Now the Lions with it. Burke looking over the floor. 6 to shoot.
At the line for the Lions, number 24. 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Basket is good. Knocked away. Moore with the steal. It's blocked, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Lions, Singletary. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. So it's the Lions picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Now it's time for our player of the game.